Alright everybody, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. And the video I have for you guys today is going to be a good one. It's more for people that have high injury levels like myself, so maybe something from like T1 and down, or people that don't have a lot of control of their core. So I've kind of put together my own little thing, what I've learned from therapy. Found some things I can use at home in order to still get that therapy work in. And I want to share it with you guys. And if you know anybody that has, you know, a high injury like myself, like I said, or if you're that person, this is what you could do. So I have, I think, about 4 exercises that I'll take you guys through, or a little more maybe. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy them, and I hope you guys use them. And let's get it started. Alright everybody, so the first one I have for you guys today, or the first 2 I have for you guys today, the first one's going to be a sit-up, kind of like a modified sit-up, and then the next one's going to be a back extension. So what I'm going to use for this is these TRX bands right here. They've been a pretty good help so far, but if you don't have these, it's alright, because you can use either like a rope or something that you could just stick it to the door, like the top where you see what it's at right there, and just something you can stick in there, and then that can hold your weight, maybe like 30 pounds of your weight. So just get something like that, and then you can do these, right? So the way it goes is you just go from right about here, and then you just think about doing a sit-up, right? So this is the reason these are here is to help assist you up. So you know, you're gonna be pulling, but at the same time you can let yourself struggle a little bit until you find that sweet spot where, you know, I could do a sit-up from here with no assistance, but not from here, you know. So you kind of gauge yourself. So like I said, the way to do it is just maybe start off from here, go from right here, do a sit-up, see if you can come forward. Then if you go a little further back, sit up, and a little further back. And here's where I can't get it. Say if I was to go here, I can't go up on my own that much, so I have to use my hands. So at the same time, I'm kind of balancing it out. I'm like putting in work at the same time with my core and hands at the same time in order to get it done. So I curl up, and that's how it's done. So when you guys are doing these, just make sure that you're not helping yourself too much. You know, make yourself struggle a little bit, make yourself work. Alright, so the next one we got is kind of like a back extension, or like a reverse sit-up. What you guys are going to be doing for this one, is you're trying to go as far back as you can without falling. Alright, so the main thing to focus on is your core. Make sure you're like kind of crunching forward like you're doing that sit-up. And then think about tightening your back at the same time. As you go back, try and crunch forward more and more until you can't no more, and then that's what these are for, to hold you. So if you can't find something that has like 2 sides like this, or if it's just like one rope that has something like that, like together, it still works the same. You guys just grab a low point, slowly go back, and just pull up like that. So that's how I would do it. Yeah, so those are the back extensions. Those are going to be really good core work. Alright you guys, so the next one, what you guys are going to need is a ball, right? So it could be a basketball, or a weighted ball like this one is 8 pounds. Anything that you just can hold and move from side to side, right? A ball is just going to be easier. You guys can use dumbbells, kettlebells, a bunch of other things too. Anything you find at the house, you just got some weight on it. So what we're going to be doing is a Russian twist, right? So what you're going to do is, you know, lean back till you feel comfortable enough to stay there, and then we're going to quack quack quack. Don't do that. All right, you guys. So to avoid that happening, I guess you can start out with your legs straight, and then what we could do. Then we go into leaning back as far as you can, but you could maintain it. And then what we're going to do is thinking about squeezing our core and then turning, right? So 1, 2, There you go. Right? So what you guys want to try and avoid is going here, stopping, and then pushing off, and then stopping, and then pushing off. What we want to do is kind of keep it like a continuous movement. So tap, 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 tap. Right? That's how you guys want it, because then it kind of isolates the core movement, and then you get a better workout. And another thing. So if you can't, even if like you're right here and you can't make it all the way to the ground, it's alright to just do something like that. But as long as you're not only turning your shoulders back and forth, but you're turning your core also. So what you could do is, while you're doing this, you can look down. And then make sure that your core is turning with you, right? So those are the Russian twists. Those are actually really good. Also while you're doing those, make sure that you're trying to, if you can, right now it's hard for me, and if you have core problems like me, it's going to be hard for you to get that right posture and keep maintaining it while doing it. If you can, that would be great work, and maintain that throughout the entire time. I'll be there soon. So the next one's actually pretty good, because so what you're going to need is the ball again, and then you're going to need like a wall or something in front of you, and preferably not inside the house, because something solid and something that your neighbors isn't going to hear, because you're going to be throwing the ball against the wall, so you don't want to make a disturbance. All right. All right. So what we're going to be doing is it's going to be kind of like a clean into an overhead press. So a clean is pretty much picking an object off the floor and going right here, and then overhead press is going up, and then to add to that, what we're going to be doing is so clean, overhead press, and slam. So it's going to look like this. So with this, I guess a couple important things is, this part's not going to be too hard, but this part going from the overhead to the slam is. So on the slam, what you want to think of is, once you get overhead, you want to think about bringing your whole body forward and slamming the ball and trying to get as much power into it with your arms as possible. And to get that power in, you need power from your core. So that's when you need to tighten everything and just think about slamming, big slams. What you guys could do is, and this helps me out a lot, is what I like to do when I'm in therapy and I'm thinking about getting that right posture in. I think about taking a big deep breath in and hold, and then that kind of sets me. It's not like the best position, but it's a lot better than what I have right now. So it kind of straightens out my back a little bit, opens up my lungs, and then that way I get a stronger core contraction because everything is active, right? So big breath in, then you exhale once you throw the ball down. So then pick it up, and then go through as that. And that breathing is going to help you maintain and go for a longer period, as long as you pace yourself and don't go too fast. All right, you guys. So doing all those like movements and everything, like the exercises, without any help is going to be really good for you. But in order to like speed up the recovery process, I think electrical stimulation is a really good thing to have. So what I got here is most of you guys seen this in the last video, but if you haven't, this is like a power dot. It's a portable FES unit, and it's like electrical stimulation which you guys use at therapy, right? So the way it works is, you got these pads right here, and then what you do is you stick them on certain parts of your body where the muscles are, and then you got this thing right here that connects to your phone, and then you can put it through like a whole bunch of programs and everything, and like you can put yourself through an ab workout, a leg workout, hamstrings, calves, tibias, or you can even do your foot if you have like a high injury like a neck and you're like a quad. What you can do is just do for stimulation on your hands, for forearms, biceps, triceps, anywhere. You can do it on your neck, a lot of different places. So what this one does, well, what I would do for a workout like this is I would put on my abs or my back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these on my back real quick, on my mid back, because you know that's where my injury is, and that's where my back kind of curves over, like hunches over. So and I want that to go away. So I'm gonna hold myself up with the electrical stimulation while I'm doing these. So I'm gonna put that on real quick, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, you guys. So I got everything set up on my back. There's a whole bunch of pads on there. I'm gonna go ahead and show them real quick. I'll just take this out and let you see.
Take photos, right there. Dong.
Alright. So those are the pads. I hope you guys get a good look at them. So then what I do is I go into the app, I connect those things to the app, and I'll go and I'll start a workout, right? Mm-hmm. So what it's doing right now is, as you can see, my body's like pumping and jumping a little bit. And that's because it's like putting electrical pulses into my back through the electrical stimulation. So it's gonna go like this. It's warming up my back right now. It'll go like that for a little bit, and then it'll go into like some big contractions and hold it for a minute. That way I can do the sit-ups, the back extensions, and the Russian twists. This thing is making me jump. Alright, you guys, so just so you guys can get like a kind of idea of how much work the electrical stimulation actually does, like when you put it on your back and everything, I'll show you guys. Like you'll notice when it's on and off, because you'll see my back straighten out, and then when it's off it'll go back to curved or hunched over. So Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's gonna go, alright, hold on. So watch, see that big old change? Now watch, it's gonna go back on in 2 seconds. 1, 2, and it kind of like almost pushes you back, but you can see that I'm in like a much straighter position now. And then
can you like
off.
can you customize how long it like contracts for?
Nah, because I think they got they have like specific, they have specific workouts for you know, your body and everything, so they pick all the times, which kind of sucks. I wish they had like a button where you could just press and hold and it holds the simulation. But I mean, it works pretty good. They have like ones where you do strength, so it'll hold for like, you know, 5 seconds, but it'll really give a big contraction. Or you do ones like these where it holds for 10 seconds. Then they like have them like massages and all this different stuff. It's pretty cool, and it's definitely beneficial for people that have spinal cord injuries or cerebral palsy, or I think arthritis and stuff like that. It really helps, the electrical stimulation. So if you guys are interested in the Power Dot, which is electrical stimulation that I have on my back right now, you guys can go to, I think it's powerdot.com, and then like they have this thing where you get like 6 months worth of free pads for a discounted price if you get it then, which is actually a pretty good deal. And because the pads, they don't wear out too fast, but it's good to have backup ones. So I'll leave a link in the description to powerdot.com down below. Check it out. If that's something you want, go ahead and, you know, buy one, and I think it's really beneficial. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. I have more. I'm thinking of like some more oblique work. That's part of your core, and that's actually a really important part, is the obliques, which is the side abs. And yeah, so I'll be back with those soon. But for now, give those a try. Let me know what you guys think, if it's like a good workout or not for you guys. And yeah, just shoot me your opinion. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support and the views always. Thank you guys for the subscribes and the likes, all that, the comments. I always appreciate it. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.